PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 11th day of August. Some big-time storms in progress across the state this afternoon. As expected, let's go right to some of the Skycam shots around the network. First off, the view coming from Inverness. That's the 280 camera at the Wingate Inn. Sky mostly cloudy. Storms just south and west of the city now. From Gadsden, looking east from Lookout Mountain. A few towering cumulus clouds there. And from Tuscaloosa, that's looking to the south from the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse. And again, those big towers are forming into thunderstorms. Water vapor satellite shot, trough developing over the east, pushing a surface boundary. Dare we say cold front? Well, not really. This is August, but anytime you get a boundary down here this time of the year, inevitably it leads to an increase in showers and storms. We have that in progress. Let's look at the radar. That's at 150, and the stronger storms were lined up at that point from near Poplar Springs in Winston County down to about Hubbardville and Vernon. That prompted a severe thunderstorm warning for Fayette County for a while. That warning is expired. Other storms are on the eastern side of the state. And we could see a few strong to severe storms. The SPC guys have put us in a slight risk for this afternoon and this evening, just the pulse-type storms with wet microbursts, the main issue, localized areas of damaging straight-line winds. A number of risks out, 3 spots, one to the west, one over us, and one up north. Tomorrow, the slight risk is off to the east from near Macon, Georgia, over to the coast of the Carolinas. Rain for the next 5 days. This is suggesting some 2-inch rainfall amounts around here. This is valid through Sunday morning at 7. Heaviest rain down in southeast Alabama. Dothan showing 2.5 inches there. And we will probably be in drier air on Thursday and Friday, but down there in the southeast part of the state, they'll stay moist all 5 days. And yeah, we've got the tropics active. Our second tropical depression not looking very healthy. It is fighting off a lot of environmental dry air around it. We've talked about that dust layer out there this season, and it seems to be inhibiting this thing from really getting its act together. But the models do identify it and move it to the west-northwest. The BAM Deep recurves it. Most of the other models move it to the west-northwest, taking it well to the north of the Leeward Islands in Puerto Rico, and perhaps putting it in a position to threaten parts of the east coast of the United States in about 8 days. Here's the official track from the Hurricane Center. They take it up to about 20 north Sunday morning at 8 o'clock. And again, from that point, it could recurve or it could keep on going toward the east coast of the U.S. We'll see. There's a window for both. It's like a fork in the road. The odds are it might miss that curve and keep on coming, so our friends from Miami all the way up to Boston will have to watch this thing more than likely if it can survive the dry air. And that's another big if. In addition to TD2, we've got a couple of suspect areas off to the west. But as you can see on the shear analysis, that's going to be fighting ultimately a lot of shear over the Caribbean if they survive. They are in a fairly light shear area now, but notice how the shear really increases over the western Caribbean. But as always, we'll keep an eye on things. Let's look at the modeling. This is the GFS, the 12Z run, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow. The ridge suppressed back off to the west, troughing developing here, and still looks pretty moist. We'll forecast scattered to numerous showers and storms tomorrow, but it could be by afternoon. The better coverage will be south of Birmingham as dry air begins to work in here. And Thursday, it's pretty much the same thing we've talked about. On Thursday, the better moisture south of a line from Anniston to Selma to Mobile. From Birmingham north, it looks dry. And Friday, pretty much the same deal. The better moisture on the eastern third of the state, east of Interstate 65. So places like Tuscaloosa and the Shoals more than likely will be totally dry Thursday and Friday. Birmingham, just a small chance of a shower. The better chance east and south of here. For the weekend, the deeper moisture still shows up east of here on this latest run, and that looks pretty skimpy in terms of moisture. We'll still mention a chance of scattered showers and storms, and the same thing Sunday. We don't think there'll be a lot of rain if this run is right, but again, with the tropical nature of this air mass around, you sure can't rule out a few passing showers or storms with some sunshine at times away from the showers. Monday of next week, look what's back, the 594 ridge. So that's suggesting hotter weather and maybe drier. Possibly enough moisture for a shower or two. And then Tuesday, that ridge is right over us, the heat bubble. So if that's right, Tuesday of next week could be mostly hot and dry with low 90s. Let's go out there 5 more days. This is the 23rd of August. Yeah, we see what's happening down there on that Florida coast. The GFS depicts a tropical storm at Fort Myers. And they got this thing actually on the Gulf side. But with the persistent mean trough over the east, it's going to have a hard time moving any farther west than that. The 24th, it's at Tampa Bay. The 25th, near Jacksonville and Savannah. The 26th, it's inland over eastern North Carolina. And the 27th, it's kind of stuck with a ridge to the north. And if this scenario is right, that could mean some ugly flooding problems for parts of the Atlantic coastal region. We would pretty much be on the dry side of this thing. And look down there in the lower left, another one showing up north of Hispaniola. So the tropics are definitely heating up, and that will be the focus of the attention more than likely in coming weeks. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes on the blog. That's AlabamaWX.com if you're watching this by YouTube or iTunes. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're a local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.